Claressa Shields in her recent interview stated that she's going to be fighting Lauren Price next, and not Shadasia Green? You rather fight Lauren Price, a welterweight, 147-pounder, and you a heavyweight? You a weight bully, Claressa Shields. I know what it is. You scared to fight Shadasia Green. Somebody your size. Somebody that beat a common opponent. The only woman that beat you was Savannah Marshall, and Shadasia Green beat Savannah Marshall. You scared of Shadasia Green, and you want to fight a welterweight? A welterweight.
I want to talk a bit about your last fight, obviously, with Frank John.
We came here to talk about Lauren Price, so that's what I'm fighting next. That's what I'm fighting next.
That's what I'm fighting next.
What weight do you think you'd fight Lauren at?
160 is the lowest option. Really, 165, honestly.
What a weight bully. Hey, yo, it reminds me of the movie Rocky. Remember Rocky 3? When he was arguing with Adrian in the beach, and Adrian was pulling his card. What's the truth, damn it? I'm afraid. For the first time in my life, I'm afraid. That's Claressa Shields. She's afraid. I'm afraid, Papoose, that Shadasia Green is gonna whoop me. I'm afraid that if I lose to Shadasia Green, that $8 million deal that I signed is gonna be ripped. Because that's how it is in the sport of boxing, ladies and gentlemen. You can have a multi-fight deal, an $8 million deal, but if you lose that fight, if you lose a fight, then that contract could be easily ripped and voided by the promoter, Win Records and Salida Promotion that signed that have given you that contract. So she tried to keep it safe with Franchon Crew de Jeune. That's the reason why that was her first fight. No pun intended to Franchon Crew de Jeune. She's a great champion, but the thing is, but Claressa Shields already had her number. And that's why it was a safe fight for Claressa Shields. She already beat her 4 times prior. And now she's picking on a little girl. Now she's picking on a little woman. Now she's picking on Lauren Price because she got a little buzz out there in the UK. Let me get this other fight so I could get my $2 million or 1.5 or 1.3 guarantee purse, 1.2 or 900,000, whatever it is. I went to the Michigan State Athletic Commission. You not getting that $8 million a fight or something like that, all right? You probably getting 1.2, 1.3 the most. But anyway, now you're picking on a little girl. I'm not gonna say a little girl, no disrespect, but she beat Savannah Lauren Price did beat Jessica McCaskill, did beat Natasha Jonas, you know what I'm saying? Great champions, future Hall of Famers, but it's a welterweight. Remember back in the days that they was asking Claressa Shields, would you fight Katie Taylor? And she said, well, if I need to go down there, they're going to have to pay me to lose my butt. Oh, yeah. You were scared to fight Katie Taylor as well. You were scared to get in that type of mix. As a matter of fact, I think that you were scared to make the weight that probably you can make. As a matter of fact, I'm not even asking Claressa Shields to go down and make the weight. Don't even go down and make the weight. Fight Shadasia Green. Fight the boogie woman. Fight that woman that's calling you out. Fight that woman that's not afraid of you. Fight that woman that have a common opponent with the only woman that whoop you is Savannah Marshall. She whoops Savannah Marshall. You like to play that triangle theory of, well, Shadasia Green lost to Franchon Crew de Jeune and stuff like that. Ain't no triangle theory. So play that triangle theory. I don't believe in triangle theory, but if she's gonna play that triangle theory, then play that triangle theory with Savannah Marshall. If you lost to Savannah Marshall, you beat Savannah Marshall. Shadasia Green beat Savannah Marshall. Maybe she could beat you too. And that's the fight. That's one of the primary fight in women boxing right now. Shadasia Green versus Claressa Shields is one of the primary fights in women boxing. That and Amanda Serrano versus Alicia Baumgartner. Let me tell you like this. It's like I said in one of my videos. I said, you know what? Claressa Shields does not have a competitive career. Her competitive career in the sport of boxing is over. Until she decides that she want to be competitive. She doesn't. I'll be honest. She has a boxing career, but her competitive career is over. And look, even with we don't know who's gonna win with Shadasia Green and Claressa Shields. And Claressa Shields probably is gonna be the favorite to win that fight. But even after she fights with Shadasia Green, there's nothing left for Claressa Shields. Probably go back to the MMA. But I don't believe that Claressa Shields has the legacy, but I don't think that she could be the face of women boxing. I think that after Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, who's on their way out, Amanda Serrano just tweeted a couple of days ago that this is gonna be her last year That's a future Hall of Famer, one of the greatest that ever laced them up, and Katie Taylor as well. She's gonna have a farewell fight. So both Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano's on their way out. Who's gonna be a face of boxing? I think it's gonna be Alicia Baumgartner, undisputed in her own right. Every time when people look at Alicia Baumgartner, they think about boxing. They think about her skills and greatness and grace at the same time. I think she is. I think she could elevate the sport of the women boxing in itself. I think Claressa Shields has the legacy, but I don't think she has the attitude. I don't think she has that motivation, inspiration to uplift other women in the sport of boxing and uplift women outside of the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? She is relevant for being Papoose' side piece. That's what she's relevant for right now. That's why in a recent interview in a high traffic breakfast club, they talking about everything else but boxing. As a matter of fact, Claressa Shields did mention Lauren Price in that interview. And they didn't even know who Lauren Price was. They didn't even follow up with boxing questions because they don't think about Claressa Shields anymore as a boxer. I mean, she don't have no highlight reel. Who does she knock out? When's the last time you say, hey, yo, man, I want to see a highlight from Claressa Shields? She doesn't even have a highlight. At least Alicia Baumgartner got a highlight. She got highlights. She knocked out Terry Harper standing up. You know what I'm saying? She gets knocked out. She scraps up. You feel me? So I think Alicia Baumgartner is going to lead the way in women boxing once these other ladies do retire. And I think that Alicia Baumgartner has more opponents to make big fights. She has that rematch with Michaela Mayer. She's one of the biggest fights, like I said, Alicia Baumgartner versus Katie Taylor. Amanda Serrano. She could fight, she could move up a couple division up or one division up to face Chantel Cameron. There is names. Jessica McCaskill is coming right back. She's gonna be performing again. There is names out there for her to fight. You know what I'm saying? Some competitive, below the junior middleweight. That's where the competition in women boxing is. So she's not trying to fight the ultimate competition close to her weight class because Shadasia Green does fight in 168. Claressa Shields is a heavyweight. So I think she just want to get easy fights to hold on to that contract, to capitalize on maximizing the contract that she signed. So she's trying to play it safe. That's what it is. That's my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. This is Punch Run Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.